Yeah. As I was walking off, I forgot. It's one more thing I forgot to mention. It's just one small fact. I was like, damn. After John Hawkins made his journey, his I guess you could say third voyage. Like I said, I don't know when he made the fourth one, but after 1568 or whatnot, the English didn't come back here or didn't start bringing slaves to America until 1640. You could say. Well, they didn't. Yeah, until about 1640 when they engaged back into the slave trade after they acquired Virginia officially, basically the government of Britain. That's what the fuck I forgot to mention. I ain't want to just leave that fact out. But yeah, like I say, as far as John Hawkins' book, An Alliance to Raid for Slaves, I'm definitely going to read that for sure in the future. I got that on my to-do list. It's a lot of books that I want to read in the future that I'm going to read in the future. It's another book. I think it's from like the 16th century, if not the 17th century, but they was talking about, I forget the name of the guy. I had made a note in like 2017. It's like a short book, but they was basically talking about slaves that was taken from Central Europe, all across Europe, etc. You know, like people that was taken from that region and placed into slavery. And then as far as like going to Timbuktu, for example, Rene Caillet that made his journey. I think his book came out in 1830, I believe. When I was in where was it? Charlotte, North Carolina, I believe, in late 2016. I had read a little bit of that book. It was kind of interesting. I was like, damn, this is not really a difficult read or whatever. So that's another book that I'm gonna read in the future as well. I got all them types of shits on my to-do list. So just because I forgot to mention the fact about 1640, I'm gonna go ahead and state the order of my next major vlogs after my Old Testament Prophecies of Jesus blog, which is going to be a fucking classic, by the way. That blog, it's not going to be, I can tell you right now, that vlog is not going to be less than 2 hours. More than likely, it's probably going to end up being 3 hours because it's a lot of fucking things that I'm going to touch on and speak on in that vlog that I got to break down. So after that one, then I'm going to chapter 3, Legends and Lies. And then after chapter 3, Legends and Lies, then I finally get to speak thoroughly on Akhenaten and do a vlog specifically about him, everything pertaining to him and what was going on around him during that period as well. That's a guy that I always wanted to like do thorough research about just because of his revolutionary moves that he made in Egypt and his oneness as far as God, like the man, I don't want to be corny. It's difficult to, you know, like Spinoza, for example, how he refers to God as the ultimate substance. Then you go to like Assyria or the Babylonians, how they had like Marduk as the Godhead or whatnot. Or like Yahweh, for example, there used to be a Godhead in certain places, Baal or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Like we always got that first main. I like to refer to God as the medium of all that exists, basically. You know what I'm saying? To me, my viewpoint of God is that God ultimately is impersonal, but there are ways to communicate with God or whatnot. But anyway, as far as Akhenaten, he had a view that was sort of similar to that, to where he consolidated all of these different principles under one main force that represents God. I thought that was interesting as far along with other things about his life right now, but I'm not going to speak too much on right now. So that's the order of those major blogs. Again, like I said, every single week I'm going to do a blog about whatever subject. I'm not going to say what it's going to be ahead of time. For example, the one next week, I already started studying for that vlog. I'm going to drop it by the end of next week, but I'm still not going to say what it is. So let's just say it takes me a month or a month and a half to finally finish Old Testament Prophecies of Jesus. That means I'm going to have 6 blogs leading up to that point. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, again, this one is titled Robert Smalls, The Unveiled Dissident. So thanks for bearing with me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have a good night. It's your boy JL. Signature.